Hey, welcome to DeepMake. I'm going to show you guys the power of our AI plugins in After Effects. Check it out. First, I'm going to show you guys how to use GSAM plugin in DeepMake. That is the smart segmenter for objects. So it's pretty much masking objects using a prompt, using AI to get that. And so first you're going to obviously start a new composition. Make sure you have the right aspect ratio you're looking for with the height and width. And you're gonna need some footage to use, right? So I found a supercar video on some stock footage website, and I'm gonna try to mask out the supercar using the GSAM with a prompt. So let's see how it goes. Let's bring it in first, drop it in. And then you're gonna wanna make sure that's on your composition, drag that down there. And then of course, come up to Effect, come down to DeepMake, come to AI Plugin Renderer. And then look at this, you got a bunch of settings over here, and then this is the plugins. So depending on what you've downloaded and your level of subscription, they will show up here. And so we're coming down to GSAM. And so you're gonna see everything pops out here. Now let's get a spot with the car on screen. Okay, prompt's not here, so you might have to log in if this is the case. And then click prompt, and then I'm going to type in supercar. So this will take a little bit of time for the AI to process all the frames it's masking out, depending on your hardware. So I'm going to cut ahead to the final product. Check it out. All right, that was pretty easy. Next up, I'm going to show you how to use the diffusers. Start a new project, new composition, change your height and width to whatever you want. I'm going to make it 512 by 512. I'll show you why in a second. Come to Layer, New, Solid, name it, and then come up to Effect, DeepMake AI Plugin Renderer. Now come to your effects controls, you'll see this plugin pop up, select diffusers, and then select a plugin. So we'll generate an image first, and you'll see that there are height and width settings. They can do any height and width. I left it at 512. Iterations is sort of like the quality that you create, the rendering. So if you start at 1, it'll render it quick, but it won't be a full render. 20 is. Now the seed is how you change the generation of your image without changing the prompt. So it's sort of like the randomness. It starts at 0 and then you can change it to whatever you want. Once you're happy with your settings, you can come and you can click on your prompt. Think of AI as a child. It's very literal. So we're gonna start off with horse, something simple, but using descriptions and commas really helps. See the horse appeared. Now, if we wanted to get a different image generated without changing the prompt, we would change the seed. Now let's try 3, see what it gives us. So it gave us a new image, but it gave us a horse with a person on it, which I don't want. So let's try a new seed. Let's try 12. So horse is a little funky looking, but I like it. Let's stick with this. Now let's use image to image generation to change this to something else. Come to Effect, DeepMake AI Plugin Renderer again. It'll create a new one on the same layer. Make sure your layer is selected. Now you're gonna come to Selected Plugin, come to Diffusers again. Instead of Generate Image, you're gonna come to Refine Image here. Now you'll see the same exact settings, and they are all the same seed, iterations, height, and width, except for this one strength, which goes from 0 to 1, which is essentially the percentage of your image that will stay the same. So we're gonna change it to 0.5, right? Because that's like 50%, it'll stay the same. So let's see what we get with a prompt. Let's change it to a zebra and see what we get. Boom, look at that. So the image didn't change at all, really. The composition stayed the same and it just became a zebra. Pretty cool. So this works with your own images if you upload them that are not generated. Obviously you have to keep the height and width the same, and then it can change that to whatever you want. Next, I'm gonna show you how to take a picture that was created with AI generation, use Bisonite to mask out the woman, and then I used this image as the background with diffusers, and this image using GSAM to mask out the object, the scarab robot, and then I created this new updated version. Let me show you how I did it. So start a new project, start a new composition, come up to Layer, New, Solid, come up to Effects, come down to DeepMake, AI Plugin Renderer. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the plugin diffusers to generate that image of the Egyptian woman. So come to Selected Plugin, you'll see it in your panel here, and then come to Diffusers. Click on the prompt. For my prompt, I wrote an ancient Egyptian woman running scared, beautiful, medium shot, focus on face, conservative clothing. So that's an example of a detailed prompt. It will take some time to generate an image, so I'm going to cut ahead, but check it out. Looks good. I'm gonna stick with this one. Now come to DeepMake AI Plugin Renderer again, and I'm gonna upscale this to fit the dimensions of my composition. So come to Basic SR, click on that, and it will upscale on its own, ×4. So come to DeepMake AI Plugin Renderer again, and I'm going to use BisonNet to mask out the face. And it's going to come with some features that you can click. So you could pretty much mask whatever you want. If you want to mask the whole body, hair, clothes, face, ears, all that, you're going to want to click them all. Look at that. And to create my new background, I repeated that process and got this image with a new prompt. And click your composition to see how it looks. Nice. Now I'm going to create a new solid and use DeepMake diffusers to create the scarab robot. And click prompt one more time. A scarab robot, menacing and terrifying, horrifying, blood splatters, golden and jeweled. Yeah, I don't really like this one, so in which case I'm just gonna change the seed and keep the prompt, and this will give me a new version. Yeah, I like this better. Come to Effect, DeepMake plugin again. Now I'm gonna use GSAM plugin to mask out the object. So GSAM is for objects, BisonNet is for masking out faces. GSAM actually uses a prompt. Click the prompt, and then simply type in what you want to mask out. I did a scarab robot. There you go. Let's put those all together. There it is. So this image was entirely generated and manipulated with AI. Finally, I'm going to show you the model manager. This is how you can download any model from Civitai and then use it in DeepMake plugin diffusers. So I downloaded this realistic vision, download it, and then once you've downloaded it, check it out in your folder, right click it, and then copy as path. Now in After Effects, on a blank layer, come and hit your AI plugin renderer, come to diffusers in your plugin. Now hit configure. I'm simply going to change the model name and paste in the path that we just copied. Delete the quotes, hit submit. Now type in a prompt. Your model is ready to go. I typed in a cat wearing a hat because who doesn't love that? And check it out. Model fully loaded and ready to roll. Let us know if you guys have any questions. We hope you enjoy using DeepMake. Have fun.